minor. Up next to the mic, you might know this guy if you ever shop in a grocery store at the same time as him. His name is Daniel Broz.
Hello, how you doing? Good. I got a friend who whose life's getting so hectic that she got a stalker, which I thought was a little extreme, but then I started thinking of all the advantages of having a stalker. You know, someone to follow you around, someone to take care of your pets while you're gone, someone to take lists of 3 things when you forget them. But then, wait, no, she got a secretary. I'm sorry, she got a secretary. Oh, jeez, I got this. I wish I would have had that straight before I had my boss's personal assistant made. Actually, it was pepper spray, so it wasn't that big a deal. I don't really understand pepper spray. I mean, it used to be like women used to carry this like big bottle of mace with them anywhere they went, and like a liter, or not even a liter, like a bucket, just spraying on the bears and knock them dead. But now they're stuck with defending themselves with table condiments and like salad dressings. I can imagine like a cop at finding a perp and like a jogging trail in the suit and like oh geez, it's been pepper sprayed. Better throw out some tomatoes and some croutons on and make it a perp salad. I actually don't know if cops do that. I don't know. I'm just a millennial. I don't get in trouble too much. But reason I don't get in trouble too much is because I never got into hard drugs, which I think would help right now. But I did get into this stuff on the internet, which you may tell I'm on. It's called powder caffeine. It is a lot like Coke, but more the consistency of Pepsi. I gave some to my friend who was into cocaine, and he said the biggest difference is between it is that it smells a lot like disappointment. Got me wondering the other differences between cocaine and caffeinated powder. It started back in the 80s. My cocaine and caffeine may start before the 80s. I don't really know. I'm just a millennial. But back then, the code word was, "Hey, you want a party?" And you got some cocaine. But now the code word what you hear is for caffeine. If you want some, it's, "Hey, you want to work?" In the 80s or in the 90s, 8-ball started becoming more popular, and with cocaine and heroin. But caffeine never really got its equivalent. They tried for a while with what's called a 7-Up ball. It's a combination of caffeine and Tylenol PM. In the last 20 years, they had coffee makers in the office. They might have had coffee makers before then. I don't really know. I'm a millennial. But they, the thing about coffee makers is I'd rather be any place in the world other than any with a broken coffee maker. That's just not a safe place to be. I should tell you that last joke. Biggest difference between caffeine and 7-Up, or caffeine and cocaine is the no one ever robs 7-Eleven for the big gulps. I should do a quick little dare check. Make sure people understand there's risk to caffeinated powder. Most notably the shakiness on stage. Also in that Also, the hallucinations you get if you have too much caffeinated powder. I actually think some of you are laughing. It's crazy. I told my girlfriend about these hallucinations, and some girlfriends would freak out and run away, but mine's actually stay with me. But unfortunately, the snakes coming out on the top of her head are going back to plenty of fish. Anyway, that's my time. Thank you. Nice game. Up next, a very goofy and funny guy. My pleasure to announce Mikey B.